Hey guys, so I'm popping on here because I'm doing the Antique Nomads challenge of show off your bunker, I think it is. Well, I don't quite have a bunker, but I do have my living room and my kids doing schoolwork in the middle of my living room instead of at school. So I guess we can walk around and you can check out my self and my things in all its lovely, lovely glory. Let's go. How's your science going? It's not, is it? I like your shirt. I need to have one of those. Gump, are you resting? Are you just hanging out with hers? They are sitting on my thrifted couch, you guys. Actually, it wasn't thrifted. It was given to me. So technically thrifted, but I didn't have to pay for it. So it was free. And she's sitting here and she didn't eat her lunch. And she's only wanting to eat junk. And she's asking me for soda. Ugh, child. So we have the eggs that are still on the table from the other day. I mean, because that's just how we roll around here. I was doing a button order for my other shop, but I still have more to do. I got my beautiful scale. These are just exciting things, you guys.
I can help you make a button.
Got stickers here for my packages. Got Photoshop open. Yeah, so that's like my desk slash dining room table slash, I don't know, it's just my office area. It's right out here where you guys saw the other day. And that's where that little cabinet is. See, it looks so much nicer when you don't show all the other junk. So then we have my other stuff covered. My other desk. I have masks. Got a receipt book. Isn't that exciting, you guys? Come down here and we have some buttons that I was making for my shop. Someone bought some. So I was making those. I have a bunch of stickers that I need to put in a bag because they're everywhere. I got my book about notes and video ideas and all that kind of good stuff. Let's see, what else do we have around here? Oh, you love this? Look at this. Look how we have to do the couch because my cats like refuse to scratch the scratching post and they try to scratch this chair. This poor chair. So it has like 52 blankets on it that don't match a dang thing. Yep. So, oh, and then I have to unpack this box because someone decided they didn't want a bunch of stuff they ordered from my sale. So I have to unpack that. Demonetized. Poor Peter. Get up there. My Peter Rabbit. I love him. So here's my, I was going to share this with you guys.
It's an art wall.
Yeah. I did my video in front of it the other day, like my intro, and they could see it and they were asking me about it. So like this one is really cool. It's actually like beads. And then there's some embroidery and I got a bunny head. And that's a butterfly. And a little itty bitty bird thingy bobber. And then someone's artwork. That one's not signed or dated. I don't think it was. And then this one is dated 1927. A little watercolor. This one is kind of like, if I find something to replace it, I will. But it is someone's actual painting.
I think the shape is nice.
Yeah, that's kind of why I put it there. That is a Focus. It's actually a magazine insert from like a ladies magazine for fashion from 18 something. I'd have to take it down. The words are like right back in here behind the mat. But I found it in an old beat up. It was probably a really old antique frame, but I couldn't say that it was so beat up and it looked like it probably had termites. And then this little thing is made with like sticks and wood and stuff. And then we have this with like seashells We have another butterfly. And we have a duck head. And then this is a piece of art that I picked up at a yard sale for 50 cents. And it's signed Lucy from 1939. And then another piece of a book here, like an insert there. So that's like my little wall art thing. And then if you scan over here, I have these two antique mirrors that I got from St. Vincent. And then you'll see like right behind in the reflection, I have another old mirror that I got. I like old mirrors, don't I, Bianca? Oh my gosh, I think my mailman already came. I'm gonna have to go to the post office, but here is this display I completely left out of my video for Easter. I filmed it, but I completely left it out. So, but this is another Easter display I have in my house. I actually made this thing the other day. I shouldn't have put glitter on its little face because in certain lights you can't see it. And I was like, oh, forget it. I messed it up, but I don't have the heart to, you know, get rid of it, I guess. So we're just going to pretend it looks good from a distance. Then I have, like, you know, I love these old bottles. This one Misty gave me, this little bottle. I actually have some packages over here. Don't mind my toilet paper. That I have to open up from, like, I have eBay stuff here. I have one from Misty, another eBay one. And look, there's cat fuzz stuck to my vent. I have to clean that off too. What are you doing? Be nice to him.
No.
He's an old man.
Well, then why is he sitting with me?
I don't know why, because you're mean to him. Gabriel, can I film you?
No.
Well, you don't have a shirt on. I can't film you.
Yeah,
Here's another mirror I have. I have to like stand back because it's so giant. It's taller than I am. I got this thing for like $40. An auctioneer was trying to sell it off. No one would buy it because it was so big and heavy, but I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have it. So like if I'm standing up, like I'm just as tall as it. Then I have this painting that I took down because, let me spin you around here. I bought this little shelf for my husband to put up his little Star Wars collection. This guy is actually from Halo, but I stuck him there to see if he would notice. I don't think he noticed yet. But yeah, that's his little Star Wars. Him, my husband, and Gabriel is the reason why I'm constantly looking for Star Wars figures. Because they love them. Like, I think this is the first one I ever bought him. When he was little, he really wanted the Star Wars toys, but his mom was a single mom with 3 kids, and she couldn't afford to just go buy him whatever. So this was his favorite character, and this was the toy that came out in the years when he was watching Star Wars in, like, the late 70s, early 80s. Or actually for him, it would be, he was born in the late 80s, so, or the late 70s, so it would be the later 80s. Like, you know, when he's like 10, 11 years old, he would sit and watch it. But this would have been the character that came out when he was younger. And I got that for him as a gift one year. So I'm like, you finally got your toy. So, yep, there's that little shelf that we have. It's in my room. Like I said, I took my painting down so he can put up his toys. How many of you guys have like a huge makeup collection or like perfumes and stuff? Oh, I have a little bit. I get a lot of my makeup from, I told you, my BoxyCharm subscriptions. So it's like overflowing. Like I have all these eyeshadow palettes. I know, well, this one's blush. It's the blush I wear. And then the colors that I was wearing the other day that everyone really likes is actually from this palette. And hold on, see if I can open it with one hand. Here we go. And it's this like reddish, hold on. Work with me, one hand. It's this color right here that I would wear. And this is Makeup Revolution. the rose gold chocolate palette. So I think I got that at Ulta, but you can find some at like TJ Maxx sometimes. And then over here we got, these are some of my little knockoff perfumes. And then these are some of the more expensive ones. This is my favorite. Dolce & Gabbana light blue. And then this, oh my gosh, I love it. Carolina Herrera. This is Good Girl. And then let's see, for Christmas, my mother-in-law got me this Burberry Weekend one. That one smells really good. And I don't know, I just have a bunch of stuff. I have a ton. What is this? This is actually Bath & Body Works men's vanilla birch. That smells delicious. And then I got all these like Bath & Body Works, Victoria's Secret Rollerball kind. I have all those. I have all kinds of little things. I need a better organizational thing. I love this by Victoria's Secret Neon Palms. I get so many compliments. It's orchids and coconut. Well, actually, I think on the bottle, or I was gonna say on the lotion, but it's, yeah, orchids and coconuts. I love it. And then I have my lip gloss. I have this area here by my bed that has seen better days. This table is so scratched up by my cats. But you guys remember when I found this mirror? You could hear all the stuff inside. Look, it starts to fall out, like the rust. I already cleaned it up a couple times this week, but I have that there. And then my stinking watch that needs to be fixed. It's like, I don't know if this happened to any of you guys, but it's like coming up right there. Do you see this? That's why I haven't worn it, because I don't want to lose it. And there's a bunch of dust over here. Then you got me and my husband. So cute. And then I got some fake flowers, still with the tags on them, because that's classy. Then I got this wooden thing here, and I got another hand mirror that I got from a subscriber's yard sale, actually. So yeah, that's that little. Oh, and this smells delicious. Be Happy honey butter from Bath & Body Works. These went like 90% off in one of our sales, and they were like $1 and change or something, or 80%. I forget, $1 something. It was a good deal. Here's even more makeup, you guys. Like I told you, I get all kinds of stuff from, like, you can get name brand stuff. Here's Tarte, and we got Bite Beauty lip stuff. You get brushes. What are these? Oh, these are Alamar brushes. More palettes, little free things. I also get the Walmart beauty box every season, so they give you little things like that. All kinds of stuff. Like this was in one of them. Like, oh my gosh, a Tarte palette. I would never be able to spend money on a friggin' Tarte palette had it not been for the BoxyCharm. There's another one in there that kind of looks like that, but like here for Ulta, for your birthday, you get free gifts. So this was a free gift, my happy birthday palette. And then this was in last month's box, that palette. So I have all kinds of things. Like they send you like little things like this. And here's more brushes. Fluxy brushes. Oh, here's the other palette. Like, I love those. Palm fronds. And that one's like a mermaid. Let's see. Beautiful. And then lots of lip stuff. And it's so funny because it's like all the same color. So, yep, that's a bit of my... Here's BoxyCharm's own brushes. But this is a bit of my makeup collection. Aren't those cool? Like foundation brushes. So yeah, so that's not, this isn't thrifted, but it's what I'm stuck with in my bunker. Here's something cute that I wanted to share with you guys. You know the little boy that I told you about that I got him like clothes and shoes and toys and things? His dad works with my husband. He's a single dad, and he's a really young guy too. I think, what is T? Probably maybe 24. I think he's young, maybe 24 to 26 years old. But anyways, his son is 2 years old. So throughout, I don't know, when they very first started putting out Easter stuff, we got him this Easter tin because he loves this show. And then we just bought him bits and pieces, like when Valentine's went on clearance. Dollar Tree had some Ninja Turtle DVDs. So we just put him together a little Easter basket. Pretty cool. Here's something else that I've told you guys about me, that I like ships. But not just any ships. I like these sorts of ships, like pirate ships. And this is probably my favorite one. This is an oil painting that I picked up at a yard sale when I went with my sister and Bianca. I got it for $1. And then I picked up these two. They're like transferware, like ceramic pieces. I got these at probably Salvation Army or something. So I have those two ships. The last clip I showed you, there was clearly 3 ships, but it is apparent that I cannot count. So this is my my bathroom, my guest bathroom, my kids' bathroom. And I have these like brass colored ships in here. And then I have this vintage like ship's port, sort of military, like Navy style porthole mirror. So I have those 3 in here. Here's some of my little collections. It's kind of hard to see because of the glare. Oh, it's amazing how you can get dust in here when it's a glass case. That's kind of gross. So yeah, I have like quite a few things that I've found. Like this is a makeup compact that I found metal detecting. I found the pieces separately in the yard and put together, it creates a compact. That's one. And then right there behind the horse, that's another one. And then I bought this from actually a subscriber. I went to her yard sale, but I found this. And I always find these little shotgun head stamps. A lot of people up north, like, these are like finding pennies to them. And I'm like, I'll find anything. I don't care. And then I found this old lead toy tank. I found this in my brother-in-law's yard. It's an old 50s. It's the bottom of a kid's toy gun. You can see the horse head on there from the 50s. And then here's something else I have. This little bottle is really cool. It still actually has the tablets inside. It's really neat. Little brown bottle, still with the lid and everything. And then I have to turn another light on. So in here I have, let's see if I can open this. These are little bits of like glass and pottery that I found, and also my detecting buddies find, and they usually save me the pieces of pottery that they find and give to me. So like just a bunch of pieces of little things. And then we got some toys. I found this guy. Let's see if I can pull him out of here. Metal detecting. That's like so cool. It's a lead soldier, probably missing his little hat. And then these are my guys there. I have lots of coins that I've found and antique rings. Like they say, sterling on the inside. I have some other stuff, but they're in little baggies to be Like, I don't like clean them. I just kind of get the sand off. And then we got like this. It's an Indian head scent. Not penny. The other day I said penny, but that's not correct. It's an Indian head scent. And then, oh, that might be controversial. I'll leave that there. We got a Crota Bell. These, it still has the little dinger inside. The horses would wear these. Here's the other compact. This, I think, actually still has the puff in it. See the little black puff? And it has the mirror. I found this metal detecting as well. It's kind of hard to see. Sorry. Lots of stuff. And these I found metal detecting. Those little, what you call it? I forget the name now. And my harmonica reeds. My very first one that I found. And I give it to my buddy Rob, and he's kind of looking at it, and he wipes it off, and he snapped it in half. Oh my gosh. We got a US button. And this, like, pin brooch thing I found, like, in separate pieces. A friend found this little Tootsie car. I think this is the Tootsie car. Wait, it doesn't say. I don't think that's the Tootsie car. But he gave this to me. It was one of his finds. Then you got all my bottles. And this lipstick is really cool. It's during World War II, they made a lot of the women's stuff look like bullets and things, you know, because of the war. So this would have been like a shiny copper made to look like a bullet, and it's actually a lipstick tube. And gosh, I have all kinds of stuff. My marbles, of course. And then we got some old photographs that I collect. And we got, here, I'll get them out and I'll show you. All right, so I've got you out of the bad lighting that is my hallway and all the reflectiveness that's in there. But here are some of the old photographs that I have, or cabinet cards. A lot of them have their name on the back. Got that, and then this one is pretty cool. You know what I want? It's like a large picture of like a kid's, like a school class picture. Oh, I would love to have one of those. But this one, look at all these ladies. This is the Welsh Ladies Choir, February 1929. And then you got some of these that were like colored in. The old 66 Pier. And we've got, I think these are some of the ones, yeah, from the 40s I had gotten for my husband, because some of them had, because he likes World War II, to learn about them. These are awesome. Look at these. Look at those bangs. You go, girl. Got these. Oh, wait. Were they? Ed Wood and Emma Burgerwood. Look at that. Look at that script. Love it. Another one of those. That looks like it was cut out with like some fancy scissors or something. And we got these handsome fellas. Wilbur Carter, Jack Wilkinson. And these ladies. I love these things. I got these, a lot of these actually, from a coin shop that I used to go to before he hit on me and asked me for a date, and my husband was the one that introduced us. So I kind of figured, probably safe to not come here anymore. So, but I picked up a lot of them for pretty cheap. And these were like the same children. These are pretty worn. 1908. And then this lady, look at her. She is all kinds of fancy. She even smiled in one. Looks like it says Margaret Trueblood. Don't pay attention to my nails. I have to do them. I love this guy. Very dapper. Dr. Damon, as a young man, my father, Margaret. So it looks like Margaret, maybe this Margaret? I don't know. Oh, and here's a postcard. I like postcards too. Here's a couple other really cool things that I kept. These are in my case. These really old beaded purses. This one, they're both like in such bad shape they're falling apart, but they're super old. Like this one still has the silk lining somewhat, but lots of different colors, and you would have held it like on your hand, you know. Got them from an estate that I told you guys was going to throw them in the fire. This one is gorgeous. Look at all this. And then look at that. And then I think, look, see, it's like coming apart. See all the damage? It's really dirty too. I don't even want to wipe it off because I think it'll mess up. Oh. And then you have here that says patented 1900 or patent 27 or 22 1900. This I believe is silver. Let me see, how did you open this one? Oh, you had to pull up and out. Okay, hold on. So probably silver plated, but that's the lining of this one. It looks like it was sewn a couple times, like it ripped and they tried to sew it back. So yeah, it's really falling apart. But they were just gonna throw it away. So even as in rough shape as it is, I decided to keep it. I mean, it's like 120 years old. It's beautiful. I wonder what color these really were. Like a silvery color. Just beautiful. Or in my case, they might have appeared in a couple of videos, but these are just a few examples. I love old books. I have some stacked in this thing. I have like a couple, no, I have one diary, actually. It's really neat. But these came from an estate sale that Bianca and I went to. And this one is the Victorial History of the United States. So it would have been, it's a children's guide they would have used in school. It's from 1873. So, trying to be careful here. But yeah, there's like pictures and stuff. And it told them their history up to that point. So I have that. And then these are a couple of old Bibles. Now, this is a story that I've told before, but for those of you that don't know, and I've never actually shown the items, I don't think. So I went to an estate sale with my friend, and it's probably, this November will be like 2 years ago now, but it was like epic. It was 2 stories. It was huge. That's where I got those beaded purses where I said the guy was going to throw everything in the trash, or not in the trash. He was going to burn them in a burn pile. I've told you guys this story. But, so when I was there, I grabbed, I saw this little purse in the garage. It's monogrammed. It says ERM. And I opened it up, and it still had little tickets inside. And right there, it says Made in the USA, EAM. You know, a little spot that held money. But there's little tickets. Like that one is for the Oxford Theatre. And then this little orchestra ticket. And then she actually had her name and phone number, all her information. So, Ava Rosalie McGowan, and she lived in, I think it was Wheelsburg, Ohio, if I remember right. And her home phone was 63Y. So I found this and I thought it was really cool, and my husband and I tried to, you know, go on Ancestry and stuff and look and see if we could find anything, because this was at an estate sale that wasn't of the person. The guy at the estate sale was actually an estate sale liquidation company, and for like 50 years he brought things home and stored it in his house. So this wasn't his. This is from someone else's estate. So months later, I'm at like a different place, a different sale, and I find this old Bible. It's coming apart, and I open some of the pages. It's 18. Was it this one? Nope, this one is not it. This Bible is from 1828, which explains why it's falling apart. I think it was this one. This New Testament Bible, which completely came apart. But anyway, so I open a couple of the pages, and on the front here, I see Ava Rosalie McGowan. And I was like, why does that sound familiar? And look, it says Wheelsburg, Ohio. And, yeah, it's like dated May 3rd, 1917. And I want to say somewhere in here it's marked that it was a gift from her father or something. I think she wrote something on the back. Let's see here. Let's see, hold on. Converted Friday, February 18th, 1921 at M.E. Church. Taken into church. I don't know, but anyways, the Bible itself is, where did I see your information? Oh, right there. 1900. Okay, so anyway, so I see this name and I was like, gosh, you know, oh, there it says from Dad. Like, that name seems so familiar. And then I remembered that I had found this. And it has all her information. I mean, how odd is it, Ava Rosalie McGowan from Wheelsburg, Ohio, to find two? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's got to be the same person. So I thought it was so cool that months and months later, at two completely different estate sales, I found the belongings of one person. So I've always kept them. I mean, I can't throw away a Bible. Who can throw away a Bible? I can't. But this one is really cool. This one over here, 1828. And I didn't notice when I was looking through it if it was, you have to be like real delicate, of course, but if it was written in at all, which is cool because, you know, it gives it character. But I didn't see anywhere. Right there, there's something. But man, is this falling apart. 1828. So these are in my case as well, these books. And then we have a little book of courage here, which was in my case, just to hold it there, to have somewhere to put it. Oh, this one's not going to tell me, is it? I guess not. So yeah, there's those things. So I also have this, which is really cool. It's funeral service. I put this out around Halloween, but it's a funeral service, Brotherhood of Locomotive Engineers, September 1st. It was revised September 1st, 1910. So it's actually how to hold a funeral service for locomotive engineers. I thought that this was pretty cool. And I think it even gives you a little, like, look, it says, when the body is in place over the grave, the following will be read, and you'll read something. So I thought that was really neat too. So I love old books and stuff. I would love to have like an old photo album still with like the family photos inside. So I've been like scoping out eBay for that kind of stuff because Lord knows when we'd be able to go back out. So there's that stuff. All right, so now we're in Biancas Bunker, and here are like I love that. Even my mom thinks you suck. Here's a lot of her little artworks. That's my favorite. Above her desk that she's drawn. Look at all the little details she put. Really cool. There's her picture of Shane Dawson and his crew. She loves them. She's got little paintings here. Little, oops, that was little sketches, some artwork there. Paintings.
Those two, that took you so long?
Yeah, I
Like
bet.
4 hours doing most of those?
Really cute.
Oh, here's Dahlia.
So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing little bits of my house that I don't always show, that I clean up first. And some of like Bianca's little things and stuff like that. So that is where we are hunkering down, in this little house with all our favorite collections. Thank you so much to George from the Antique Nomad for inviting us to play along in this video. And yeah guys, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye.